You see, first of all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shining Light, where I shine light on true crime. If you're new here, feel free to browse around my previous videos. Leave a comment and let me know if you agree or disagree. And let's talk about it. Every source of thinking is welcome here. I don't look down upon none. You don't have to agree with me just because. I like educational debates. I loved having debate class when I was in school. But today, I want to bring forth light to something. See, we all know that supposedly Candace was responsible for some of the day that she disappeared. Everybody's wondering why Don inserted himself in the forefront. Why he's the one talking. And how he knows just about everything that happened that day without even being there. And no, he's aware that his wife lies. Trust me, he knows she lies. Because every damn thing that comes out of both of their mouths are lies. See, while Candace is busy stand by your man, he's throwing you under the bus. You aren't innocent. I never thought you were. And the only reason why I speak on your husband is because he's always talking. And he won't let you talk. Is it because you don't have an education? Or he's afraid you're going to say something? What is it that you know, Candace? We know that you aren't very nurturing. We all know that you're not the mother type. You couldn't be tied down with children. You could care less about them. Which is why you're enjoying every bit of freedom that you have without them. You can drink when you want. Get high when you want. Do whatever it is you want without having to worry. But how can a mother who supposedly gave birth to 7 children not have a remorse or feeling for neither of them? How can a mother have a strong disliking for her children? Children that she carried around in her belly for 9 months. Felt their every heartbeat, their every movement, their every kick. Felt when the baby had hiccups. And what type of wife, who's a stay-at-home wife and has a husband that goes out and works every day and brings money home every day to make sure that you and the children have a roof over your head, have food in your bellies. You didn't have running water, allegedly. But you had all the necessities that you needed to make life comfortable for them children. And yet you didn't. You couldn't even get off your butt every day and clean that house. You couldn't give them babies a full course meal, a nutritional meal. The only thing you knew how to do was buy something already cooked and made from somewhere else and give it to them. Feed them candy and potato chips and soda pops all day. Allegedly. What kind of mother and wife who has a husband is where I'm still stuck at. Because you know what I would have gave to be a stay-at-home mother? I would have gave anything in the world to stay at home with my children and make sure my home is taken care of. And make sure I do the things that I'm supposed to do to make sure that my home is taken care of. See, that's how wives keep their husbands. They cook, clean, and make sure when their husbands come home from working hard all day, and whatever job it is they have that takes care of everything in the house and the children and the wife, has a hot meal waiting on him when he comes in, has a clean home that welcomes him. Make sure the house smells good. As soon as he walks to the door, before he even opens it, he can smell the aroma of dinner. He can smell the aroma of candles. He can smell the aroma of clean. Now, I'm not saying that your husband is the perfect husband to do that for. By all means, am I saying that? But maybe if you would have done your part a little bit more, he probably would have kept his eye off of these young children, allegedly. And you, what type of mother allows predators around their children to begin with? See, everybody knows you have hands in this. What part you play, we're still unsure. We all have our theories and our opinions and feelings on what it is that you have parts in. And I'm almost certain, and I could get anything to say, that what most of us feel and see and say is the truth. See, in your interview, you let it slip up and say that you wouldn't allow anybody to treat Summer like that if you were around. Well, you were around. But guess what? You weren't. You were there, but you weren't. Because you were so high and strung out that you couldn't even begin to wonder what was going on around you. I'm not going to necessarily say it's all your fault that your daughter's missing. Because I wholeheartedly feel there's others involved as well. But you could have stopped it. See, your mama said you can handle your husband. If you can handle your husband, why didn't you to protect your daughter? Why didn't you protect your children? Is it because you're guilty of doing it too? I'm just saying. Don't think just because your husband took the forefront for you and doesn't want you to slip up like you did on your Sermon on the Mount interview. That we aren't side-eyeing you. See, us real mothers, regardless if we work, go to school, whatever it is that we do, we still make time to cook that meal for our children, to make sure they have a nutritious meal before they go to bed. Make sure their stomachs are full before they lay down. So as they're laying down, they don't get not one stomach ache, stomach pain. Their stomach aren't growling out of hunger because they didn't get fed properly. We take them to dental appointments. We take them to doctor's appointments, even if they're sick or not. We make sure we make their lunches for school. So that way, if it's something at school that they can't eat or are allergic to, they have something to make their bellies full. We make damn sure that they have water, running water, clean running water, to take a bath, wash their hair, brush their teeth, wash their clothes, do their hair, regardless of how tired we are, regardless of what it is we do, regardless of if we're sick or not. We are still the ones that have to care for our children. So what's your problem? Why do you have children that you can't take care of? Why? Candace, bring your daughter home. Stop all this fuck shit. Bring her home. Quit playing. See, you're loving it. You're going on Dr. Phil. You're going on all these shows. Getting money for it. That's exactly what you want. You and law enforcement. And all the ones that's involved in this case. Because if you don't have money to pay them, somebody's going to talk, right? So you're going to do whatever it is you got to do to make sure they get paid. You need a rude awakening. You need an intervention. You need a life-changing event. Because of, obviously, with one child missing and the other one's taken away, all your children taken away, it still hasn't woken you up from that slumber. What's it going to take? You overdosing? And having a meet and greet with Jesus while you're there? Because that's not who you're going to be meeting. Change your life. Change your life. You're damn near 40 years old. You need to live, act, dress, think accordingly. You lost your childhood. You can't get that back. So quit living like you can. Because what's done is done. I promise you, it's going to take something drastic for you to change. Maybe if you have nobody taking care of you and enabling your habits, maybe it'll force you to change. Maybe it'll force you to go out and get a job. Maybe it'll force you to change yourself and your appearance and the way you look. Are any of them your children? Did you even have children? Or is what Jose said, quote unquote, chicks with dicks? Was he talking about you? Allegedly. Let me throw my disclaimer out. This video is based on my opinion and my opinion only. These are not 100% facts. Please do not take them as facts. And you are free to form your own opinion. Everything I say in here is allegedly. Anyone named as a suspect or a perpetrator is innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. And again, thank you for watching my video. Comment down below what you think and how you feel. Was I wrong about anything? What do you disagree about? Let me know. Until later. Mwah, my crying babes.